But then there's casualties. There's casualties at right back in Frimpong. There's casualties in McAllister in midfield. There's going to be some big name players on the bench, and it's exactly what Liverpool fans and Arne Slot would want. Competition for places, and then you look and then you figure out when is it going to be. Because I don't think, and the boys might agree or disagree, but I don't think Liverpool now have got a starting 11, a stronger starting 11, because every single week, as I said before, there's going to be someone in the side or out the side. And these are big name players like McAllister, as I said, not even mentioned Cody Gakpo, who you would have thought, and he'll start at the weekend against Burnley, guaranteed. He's now got a fight on if I think Florian Wirtz might have to be shoehorned in to play on the left-hand side. So Liverpool's bench this season is going to be unbelievably stacked.
You like what you heard there from Ekitike, though, Stevie? Saying the right things.
Do you know what? That was absolutely perfect. I mean, if he'd come up with that on his own, this kid's got his. This kid's got.
What are you saying, Stevie?
Give him some credit, Stevie.
It was just the perfect answer. What a fantastic answer! Because you know the question had bait written all over it for him to say the wrong thing, but he was absolutely perfect. I must admit, I want to see that team. That's a drastic change from what Liverpool do now. Mo Salah playing wide on a 4.
Because Don's been asked when all are fit or available how it could look.
I don't see that big a change. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I see 3 and I see 3. 4-3-3. I don't see them going 4-4-2. I don't think they've got the personnel.
Ekitike off the left, Stevie.
That team.
Ekitike off the left?
Yeah, he could do that, yeah. But then where's Wirtz play? You know, to your point about there's going to be a lot of changes all the time. But I just don't see the change in formation, Don. I think you'll see changes in personnel week to week. I just don't see them going to a 4-4-2. It doesn't make any sense to me, that.
I agree, mate. I mean, listen, I had 3 formations with, you know, completely different players playing a 4-3-3, and there was going to be a casualty somewhere. My first team didn't even have Florian Wirtz in it. And I was like, what have I done there? That can't be right. So it's like, good luck on our slot picking 11.
So we asked Don for one job and one job only, to give us his team. And he agrees that he made a mistake with the formation. What?
No, I didn't. That's still the strongest team. Because, Ali, I had to get Ekitike in. I had to get Isak in. I had to get Wirtz in. I had to try and shoehorn Salah in. I had to try and get Szoboszlai in. I was like, that's the best I can do.
Well the best...
Arne's not thinking that way.
No. The best you did, Don, wasn't good enough. I'll tell you. Because that midfield is light in numbers. Oof. That midfield needs another player who can give you a box-to-box presence or can give you quality of possession through the midfield.
Who are you dropping?
Hey, no, you're the one that was given the homework.
Gakpo?
I'm
just asking the question.
You already dropped Gakpo. Gakpo's not on your team. You already dropped him.
I know, but what are you saying?
I don't know. He dropped Gakpo. Gakpo's not on that team, right?
Correct.
So why is he asking about Gakpo?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying what you're saying. How'd you pick an 11? It's not even impossible.
Well, you're not dropping Salah. We know that.
Yep.
But he's not going to play as a right midfielder. That's not happening.
Not happening.
No. So he's going to be on the right side of the attack. You got to make the choice as to who plays in the middle for you, whether that's Isak or Ekitike, and then you play Wirtz on the left-hand side. It's either Isak or Ekitike. It's not both.
Yeah.
And then you find balance in the midfield. You can't just sacrifice the midfield because you have to. This is looking like the best 11 when they come with the best 11 team in Europe and it has like 7 strikers on it because they couldn't make up their minds. Yep. At some point, you got to find realistic balance in this group. You got to find a third midfielder.
Okay. Well, everybody has put Florian Wirtz in, though, at the moment. We've talked a lot about him on the show so far already. Don, what have you made of him so far for Liverpool?
Okay, he's only 22. I mean, he's come from Eintracht and arguably their best player. Now, all of a sudden, he's coming to Liverpool.
Oh, we're talking about Florian Wirtz.
Sorry, Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Sorry, Leverkusen. And he's got into Liverpool and he's not their best player anymore. So he's only 22. The 3 games that he's played, I mean, 2 really high-intensity games in Newcastle at St James's, then the Arsenal game. Hard to try and shine in them sort of games. People say, well, you should, because, you know, you cost £140 million and you've, you know, one of the record signings. It's tough for a kid when you go to a brand new team and you've got to try and be the top man. That will come. he's going to need a little bit of time. He was okay. Actually, I read the article, by the way, in you know, that they done him down on against Northern Ireland. I actually thought he played quite well in the game. He scored a brilliant free kick, but actually I thought in his general play, I actually thought he looked quite impressive. Now, what he's got to try and get away from at Liverpool is he's got to try and do the things that he was doing when he was confident at Leverkusen. He's got to try and feel as though in himself he's the top man, which is impossible to do when you sign for Liverpool and you're 22 and you see Salah and Van Dijk and Gravenberch and Alisson, all the superstar players. But somehow when you get that foot in the door, you've got to try and express and bring the things that you were brilliant at Leverkusen and being the top man and showing your skills and showing your tricks. He's still working hard enough, but I think the 3 games that he's played, there's so much more to come from him. And as I said, the Newcastle and Arsenal game, they're difficult games to shine in.
Yeah.
The problem he's got is because of Isak coming in, because of Ekitike coming in, because how good Gakpo's been, you can't drop Salah. Now, had Liverpool not had such a big squad, you could just say to this guy, look, 10, 11, 12 games, just forget about it. You're playing first 10 games. But because of the squad they have, I'm not so sure Arne Slot can do that. That 10 or 12 games maybe gets cut in half because of the quality you've got. Because if you can't carry if you want to win the Premier League, you can't carry passengers. And right now, Florian Wirtz, unfortunately, is a bit of a passenger because he's not contributing any side of the ball. So